Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miss back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Minnesota Wild franchise mode. And in this one, we will be simming off-season number 1 of this series, which will be a pretty interesting one. Obviously, coming off an interesting year. Now you will see we are already at the draft, which I would like to apologize for. I had simmed up to the draft off camera, not even really paying attention to what I was doing. So obviously we missed the retirements, the draft interviews, and as well where our lottery picks landed. But I think one was like 5th or 7th, and then another one was like 11th, I want to say. So don't quote me on that, but that's what I recall. So yeah, I mean, we'll get into the draft in just a moment here, but I'd like to take a look at our record book as I need to scratch my eye. But yeah, I'd like to take a look at our record book because I'm not too sure who really is good in Minnesota. Points, Mikko Koivu all-time seasons, Mikko Koivu, wow. Assists, Mikko Koivu. Games played, Mikko Koivu. Penalty minutes, Matt Johnson, beast. Shutouts, Nicholas Backstrom. Wins, Nicholas Backstrom. Goals, Zach Parise. So interesting. I was just looking at the all-time ones, not the current ones, but yeah, I mean, pretty interesting there. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have some players pass some of those totals, but at the same time, who knows? So, yeah, we might as well get into the draft. We've got quite an exciting off-season to go. So, our first pick is 7th. So I believe we have 2 picks in this draft, which I'm pretty excited for. So, or 2 picks here in the first round. So, this is very interesting. I know for a fact that Dylan Genther's a medium elite. I don't really remember Cole Sillinger, but for that, we're going to go with Cole Sillinger. He is a high top 6, so not too bad. Yeah, like I said, Genther's obviously the medium elite, but I figured why not. I've never used Sillinger. I've used Genther off camera. So let's see how Sillinger goes. Hopefully he will be a good addition to this team. Obviously 7th overall. Now on to the 11th overall pick. I was hoping that Carson Lambos would still be there because that would have been a nice defensive pickup for us. But we definitely need to get another defenseman, or get a defenseman here. So Francis Lynn looks to be a beast of an offensive defenseman. Currently his offensive consistency is lacking though. I mean, we know a lot about Noel Ward, but we're going to go with Francis Lynn. Please be good. A medium top 4 is 67. That's not too bad. And Ward was the exact same thing. So I guess we were fine either way with those draft picks. What is this? What are these stats? They basically have identical stats. Their defense is identical. It's very weird. Yeah, well... we'll see how that affects our team. Obviously, both of those picks, pretty good starts to the series in the draft, so can't really complain about that. This guy, Petri Luhivara, is listed as a medium top 6 for sure. So he's 3 years out. He's looking to be a gem, but let's see what he's going to be. A medium top 6, 66 overall. Can't complain about that. And Janicki there as well is a low elite, so pretty solid draft so far by the looks of things. I'm very tempted to trade up for Dominic Conley, but I don't know if that is what I want to do. He looks like he's a guaranteed medium top 4. So you know what, let's just see. Is he? He is, yeah. So he would have been a pretty good pick as well, but I figured why not just stay with our pick. So let's see if we can keep getting good picks here. William Eklund, a medium top 6. I mean, that'll be helpful. We are doing very good so far in this draft. 4 or 5 really good draft picks so far. Yeah, 4. So I doubt it'll continue this strongly, but you never know. We might as well go for another defenseman in Skylar Stillman. We do know he's going to be a low top 4, so a low top 4, 62, again, you can't really complain. This has been a pretty damn good draft so far. Now, a goaltender is very interesting for sure. Nick Malik, great stats as a backup, though. Do I want the 17-year-old or do I want the 19-year-old? That is the question. Thinking the 17-year-old. Actually, I'm thinking the 19-year-old. Maybe more NHL ready. It's probably the ideal situation. Let's see which one is the better goalie. So a medium starter for us isn't bad. Medium starter, obviously 11 overall, higher than Owen. So maybe a good idea, maybe not. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we're obviously definitely going to be needing a goalie at some point in the future here, as our goaltending is not great as of right now. Who do I want to go for? I'm not too sure. Is there any guaranteed players right now? A guaranteed low elite Sebastian Heinrich, and there's also this guaranteed medium top 6 and Alan Skewen. So we're going to go with him first. Might as well, a medium top 6, alright. So again, another good draft pick, at least a decent amount of value. Who knows if these players will really be of any use for us, but we'll see, I guess. Hopefully. Maybe gonna go for another one of those players, actually. Kultanen, though. Markku Kultanen. Looking like maybe a low top 9. Let's see if we can get anything better. No, he is a low top 9, but again, that's still really not that bad. And I should be able to get this low elite defenseman that was there. Sebastian Henrique, I'm not too sure. Low elite. Obviously, I love me some German players. So overall, that's probably the best draft I've had. Low top 9 as our worst potential. You really can't complain about that. That is a pretty damn good draft. So thank you very much. That was pretty surprising. I'm surprised we had such a good pool of players to choose from. So, because I don't think I did it in this or in the last episode, let's take a look at the awards. So Tampa Bay with the back-to-back, this time beating Colorado in the final. Colorado won the Presidents. Sorry, this time beating Vegas in the final. So Vegas 0 for 2 in the 2 times they've made it to the Cup final, losing to Washington and Tampa. And let's go take a look around the league. So McKinnon with the Art Ross and the Hart, John Carlson with the Norris, McKinnon with the Lady Byng, Lafreniere with the Calder, Vasilevsky with the Conn Smythe, Vezina went to Hart. He also took home the Jennings forward, took home the Masterton. The San Jose coach takes home the Jack Adams. O'Reilly with the Selke, McKinnon with the Ted Lindsay, and Ovi with the Maurice Richard. So pretty good season out of a lot of players. Looks like McKinnon had a great year. Yeah, let's go to our contracts. Now, I haven't really taken a look, but let's see if some overalls have changed. And right off the bat, we see Marcus Johansson now up to an 85. So he grew quite a decent amount. And he isn't looking for an extension. So let's just see, though, if there's any other players that have grown. Benito grew an overall. I don't think Fiala did. Zuccarello grew an overall. Athanasiou grew an overall. Brodin actually went down, which hurts my feelings because he's now making a lot of money. Greenway went up. Dunn will be able to sign, which is nice. Actually, a decent amount of player changes there. So let's just sort it by forwards really quickly. And 3 of like the 5 NHLers don't want extension. So Marcus Johansson, yeah, bye. Yeah, I'm not paying Marcus Johansson that much money. Andreas Athanasiou, though, I mean, a lot of money, and he doesn't want an extension, which hurts my feelings, but Is this something like I don't really mind the 2 year deal? It's just obviously it's a lot of money. Maybe I'll give him just a little bit more than what he's asking for. B Jugs, he isn't looking for a lot of money, but again, though, kind of the same thing here where I'm gonna have to give him a little bit more because he doesn't want an extension. As for Joel Eriksson Ek, I'm going to give him, I mean, he wants a 3 year deal. I'm going to give him a 2 year deal, which lowers the cap a lot. I'm just going to give him a little bit under what he is asking for. Ryan Hartman doesn't want an extension either. Why is just none of these players want extensions? We'll offer him a contract. We'll see if he wants to come back, though, or not. Marcus Foligno, I mean, is a very interesting player. Obviously, a pretty good defensive player. I want to sign him to a 2 year deal, though. Not overly, so I'll give him a 1 year deal, I guess. Luke Johnson. Probably just going to release. No, we'll keep Luke Johnson. Why not? It'll just be an AHLer for us, let's be real. Kyle Rao, though, will be released. Dumont will be released. Sokolov will most definitely be re-signed. He wants some money. I will give him the max deal for a 2 year contract. Duhaime, might as well sign him as well. Mayhew, though, we will release. And then we've got Mason Shaw. So he is one of the better prospects we have, which hoping we'll be able to pan out into something. We will give him a contract. I mean, he's 22 out of 71, which isn't great by any means, though. He'll probably only be making like a top 9 for us, which isn't that great. Wilbin kind of looks like Kylo Ren if you look at him, or Adam Driver if you look at him quickly enough. We're going to release Cramarosa, and then it's Guskov left. Matiev Guskolov, who had a great season over in the OHL, 77 points. North Bay Battalion, I think it is. We will offer him his ELC. Might as well. Now on to the defensemen. Let's see what this team will look like. So Vince Dunn, obviously, will finally be able to play for us. Definitely didn't think that one through well enough the past season. That's alright. I will give him a 2 year deal. There's going to be a lot of players on a 2 year deal here by the looks of things. Patterin and Bartkowski will be on their way out. Ian McCoshen, I'm down to re-sign him for a 1 season deal. Dylan Mermis, I think it's Dylan. We're going to release him. Louis Belpedio, we don't want to give him NHL money, so I'm just going to release him. And then Simon Johansson, who isn't a great defenseman, I'm also going to release. We've got a lot of contract spots open up right now. So let's advance a day and let's see who signs with us. Renew. I think I saw a rejection, but we're just going to see. Yeah, B-Jugs rejects. We still have about $14 million of cap space, which is nice, but yeah. I mean, B-Jugs, I guess we could obviously bring back. Is that what I want to do, though? I'm not too sure. Let's just see. Sort of by forwards. Let's see what this team will look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we definitely need to sign some players. And I mean, B-Jugs isn't really a bad idea. Obviously, putting up 23 goals on, I think, was our third line isn't too bad. 38 points, which, again, isn't that bad. I mean, he doesn't want an extension, but I'm willing to give him a little bit more money than what he's looking for, so he could definitely be an NHLer for us. He rejected again. Now, I don't want to give him like a crazy amount of money here, so let's just do 3.2, and if he doesn't accept that, I don't think Bukestad will be coming back to the team. He does renew that, so I am okay with that. So let's just see what our NHL team will look like. So Bonino, Fiala, and Zuccarello will probably still be our top line. Athanasiou, Parise, and question mark, maybe Eriksson Ek for our second line. Then our third line of Bukestad, Greenway, and Hartman. Fourth line of Rask, Foligno, and question mark. So we definitely need one NHL forward for sure, but maybe two. As for defensemen, we don't really need to sign anyone. Again, like I said, a little worried about Jonas Brodin because he dropped an overall, and he is on a big contract. So, yeah, we're paying a lot to our decor right now. Like, that is a lot of money. We've got, 15 million between Suter and Spurgeon, 12 million between Brodin and Dumba. So that's what, 27 million for our top four, which I guess really isn't that bad. And then another almost 6 million in our bottom pair. So yeah, well over 30 million for our NHL defensive pairings, which is pretty crazy. Man, I'm just kind of hyped about how good that draft was for us. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, so I'm very happy about that. Lynn could be huge for us. Francis Lynn, definitely going to have to keep an eye on him. And you know what? I'm going to sign him now. I know ELC and all, maybe wait, but he's an American, so he can play in the AHL or in the AHL for us. Hunter Jones grew a little bit as well, which is nice. Kakinen has not grown in overall, which kind of unexpected. Kind of would have expected him to, but what can you do? So let's just sim to free agency, I guess, and we'll see what kind of players are in free agency that I may look at acquiring. Francis Lynn decided to accept, as you would expect. So yeah, that is nice. Now let's go and take a look at what this team may look like with some free agents. Alex Wenberg has grown a lot. He's not an RFA either. Very interesting. Eric Stahl we could bring back, but he's looking for a lot of money. I mean, Wenberg again is there. Wenberg would be pretty interesting. Obviously had, 52 points in 79 games. Which isn't that bad, I guess. He is listed as a second liner. It's just that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. A 7-year deal seems much more fitting. It's obviously a hell of a lot cheaper. I mean, even like a 5-year deal, it's just a 6-year deal doesn't seem that enticing to me. You know what? I'm gonna kind of short him on this a little bit, but I'm gonna go for Alex Wenberg here, guys. Could be our first line center. Probably will be our first line center. So 5 by 7. That's obviously a lot of money we're sending out, and I don't know if we get him. Because if another team offers him a contract, we definitely probably won't be getting him. Tyler Bertuzzi wants $12 million. Like, what the hell? Nick Merkley, is he an RFA? There's no way. He must be an RFA, right? He's a UFA. I mean, Nick Merkley would be nice. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, Nick Merkley would be interesting. He'd definitely add a lot to our bottom six. Some kind of a skillful forward, I guess. Yeah, we'll just pretty much give him what he wants. But he's a pretty interesting player. Danton Heinen as well. I really like Danton Heinen. Yeah. Let's just take a look at some AHLers I could sign here, though, like Jack Drury, a 71 at a low top 6, which, I mean, I quite like the sounds of that. I will give him an ELC, might as well. 21 years old. He can definitely help out with our AHL team. Matthew Phillips as well. We will sign him. We'll just give him what he wants. That's fine with me. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep looking to see what I can find for decent prospects and players. Could bring Jeremy Watt back to another franchise mode on the channel, but I just think I won't, just because I've obviously done that with Moncton. I was gonna say Linus Nasson will be signed, but he actually wants real money, so no thank you. Um, hmm. Actually, Emily Rassinen and who is this? Josh Anderson. Sorry. I mean, we had Rassinen in the Moncton Mist series as well, so let's go for Anderson. I'm just gonna sign him to a 3-year deal. Might as well. Just try to get some extra AHL depth here, because AHL depth doesn't hurt anyone, right? Cameron Hughes. Maybe, I don't know. Just gonna kind of look around the league to see what I can find. Obviously, there are some decent AHLers, but someone like this, Cole Fonstad, who had a incredible year in Everett. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll sign him. Looks to have quite a big offensive upside. That was crazy, though. That's a frig ton of points. Curtis Douglas, again, the same thing. 101 points over in, I think, Windsor. That is a lot of points, so those are going to be some players we can sign. Igor Sokolov. Yeah, sure, why not? Igor Sokolov, we can sign him as well. I'll give him a little bit more than what he's asking for. Then really, I need to find another defenseman. So let's see what I can find. So tired, I'm sorry. That was a big yawn. Sorry about that, guys, but let's see what we could find for defenseman here. At a decent overall, at a decent age, preferably Deneen and Milosh. Interesting. Not looking like a lot of great options here. Maxime Lajoie isn't that bad of an option. Maybe. Jacob Moviare. I don't really know who to target here. Maybe Gianni Fairbrother. Kind of like the way he looks. Obviously a medium top 6, but not too bad. I don't really know what else to do here. Maybe let's just take a look at goaltending, I guess. Let's just see. There's medium starter Olaf Lindblom. Looks pretty good. Ooh, Alnefeld. Hugo Alnefeld, a Tampa pick. Medium starter, 70 at 20. Yeah, I'm going to offer him a contract. Might as well. But yeah, I mean, as for NHL goal, I was gonna say as for NHL goalies, let's see what's there, but some decent ones. All right, guys, I'm pretty happy with the contracts we sent out. So let's see what this team is gonna look like. Who will accept? Who will decline? I'm very intrigued to know about what is going to happen with Alex Wedberg. Still waiting. Nick Merkley accepts, though, but today we will find out if he accepted with us, and Wenberg goes to Pittsburgh, which hurts. I mean, obviously I could have offered him more money, and I should have, but he didn't have an offer, so I risked it. Maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, that one hurts. I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes you just gotta risk that, right? You know. Now, who is someone that I can add to this team that I would like to add to this team? I need a forward. I need a forward for sure, though. Anthony Beauvillier is interesting. He's an RFA, though. I don't really know what the general consensus is. I actually kind of like the Jaden Schwartz. He didn't have that great of a year, but I wonder where he was playing in the line. Oh, Jesus. St. Louis was pretty poor, though. I kind of want to take a chance on Jaden Schwartz. He's a pretty good player all around. Yeah, let's see. What kind of contract can I get Schwartz on? So it doesn't really matter. I mean, pretty much anywhere he's going to be getting a decent amount of money from us. Again, I'm kind of going to risk it and go for the underpayment in hopes that no one offers him a contract. So let's hope that no one else offers him a contract and we will get Jaden Schwartz onto this team, because if not, oh my God, I hate it. 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 Like, I just don't want to give people money. Like, I know it's just, obviously it's free agency. You're gonna have to overpay some players, but you could see their overalls. Some of them are bad. Like, some of them are really bad. I don't know what to do. Should I bring back Koivu? Should I bring back Granlund? That's two players that I would have really liked to add to this team, but unfortunately was unable to. What about Zach Sanford, though? A decent third liner, pretty good two-way forward. I mean, yeah, let's just try for Zach Sanford. He only wants a year. Yeah, I mean, he only wants a year, so I'm gonna overpay him. But man, yeah, both of those kind of hurt. I've never used Wenberg or Schwartz in a franchise mode before, especially not in NHL 20. So Zach Sanford accepts, but again, unfortunately, not the player I was looking to add to this team. Obviously, if we had been able to sign Wenberg or Schwartz, that would have helped out the team quite a lot. Unfortunately, though, we weren't able to get either of them because some poor decisions I personally made. So sorry about that, guys, but what can you do, I guess, right? Unfortunately, we will now sim to the next season where we will hopefully be able to have a better season, but I don't know how much of a better season we'll be having without Alex Wenberg. If we had Wenberg, I would love to pair up like Wenberg, Zuccarello, and Fiala. I think that would be an awesome top line. But unfortunately, made the mistake of not giving Wenberg enough money. I guess I should have known in hindsight. Maybe I should just kind of keep that in the back of my head for future references. Just always give them more money because we might as well. So let's just see. You know what? We don't have a captain right now. I mean, we did, but Minnesota doesn't have a captain right now. But I feel like it's only fitting if we give the captaincy to Ryan Suter. So let's go for Parise, Suter, and do I want to give it to Brodin or do I want to give it to Dumba? I think Brodin will keep it this season, but that's okay with me. So yeah, Ryan Suter will be our captain. Hopefully that is okay with you guys. So let's just take a quick look at what this team may look like. So let's make the roster moves to make sure all of our players are here. 10, 11, 12. All right, Marcus Foligno, Luka Johnson, you will be down to the AHL. That works for me. As for defensemen, we are good in the A. We are good in the N. Again, a little worried about Brodin. I hope he will kind of pick it back up. Talbot and Stalock, neither are great, obviously. Yeah, that's very interesting, actually. So let's just send those two players down. Let's just take a quick look at what our lines may look like. So, is Eriksson Ek a player I want on the top line? That is the question. I don't really think so. I think I'd rather Eriksson Ek on the second line with, I guess, yeah, Parise and Athanasiou. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. Then we've got Greenway, Bukestad, and Hartman, which I'm going to change. Actually, I guess before we continue on, let's add our last player, which is Victor Rask. Okay. Um, yeah, so Zach Sanford obviously needs to be on this third line. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there's a way I can get. I mean, I can do that, but I'd rather not. So yeah, I'm thinking Zach Sanford with Nick Bukestad and Jordan Greenway, but that is a very, very slow third line. Our bottom six is all pretty slow, to be fair. Don't really know how to approach this. But yeah, I'm thinking that is what the team will look like, or at least the forward core, which actually, it really isn't that bad. I mean, it would have been great to have someone like Alex Wenberg on that top line, and then Benito on the second line, maybe Eriksson Ek on the third line, Bukestad on the fourth line. We'd have a great center core. And again, defensively, though, isn't really going to be changing much. Suter, Dumba, Spurgeon, Dunn, and then Brodin and Soucy. So, yeah, that'll be. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. Jeez. I'm sorry. Stalock and Talbot, obviously the goalies in the NHL. I would like to make some changes here, though. Alnefeld will be our backup in the AHL, but I also would like to play Hunter Jones. 20 at 71. Well, Alnefeld is 72 at 20. You know what? I might actually make a trade here. Let's put in Hunter Jones as well. Let's have those two as our AHL tandem. Let's take out Alex Stalock. Let's bring Capo Caco up to the NHL, and we will trade away Alex Stalock. We'll give our AHL goalies the time needed to grow. We will let them play. So why not make some changes like that? So Alex Stalock will be off the team. Thank you very much. And yeah, Kakinen can be a backup behind Cam Talbot, who's on an expiring. Oh no, sorry, I thought he was on an expiring deal, but I think Stalock is actually. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm so exhausted, but yeah. So before we end this episode, let's go trade away Alex Stalock. So let's see. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I would like to just find a trade to see if anybody is interested in someone such as Alex Stalock. So let's see. Is anyone in need of a goalie? It's either Winnipeg or Philly. Okay. So out of those two, who probably needs the backup goalie more? I'm not too sure, so let's go and check, I guess. Winnipeg. Let's see. Checking out their goalies. They need a goalie. And then what about Philly? I mean, they're arguably in a much better spot, so yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel awful for doing this in front of, or just being so tired in front of you guys. So let's just make this trade. I will just take the 7th rounder. Actually, let's see if we can get a 6th. Might as well just sweeten up the deal a little bit if we can for Alex Stalock. And there we go. Will that go through? No, it won't. Okay. So I guess we have to get a 7th for that, which again isn't really that bad. But yeah, there we go. Trade accepted, and I think that's actually the first trade of this series. So pretty interesting way to end off this episode. So tune in the next one to see how season number 2 goes. A decent team, still listed as a seller, but we're looking to take some advances to try to get into the postseason. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.